Morning, Jack. It's not unusual for players to be scratched, of course, but how hard did that hit you Saturday in Florida? Was that surprising? Was it devastating? Were you okay with it? Where did it land with you?
Oh, it was not devastating, but, it's a learning experience. I got to play better, and what sucks about it is just being able to, having to watch the team play at a crucial point. But, it's my decision to, come to the rink every day and improve what I have, and wasn't doing it.
Yeah. And I don't certainly expect you to share private conversations, but is there a thing you need to work on? Are there several things do you know what it is that led to you being scratched? Are you clear on that now?
Yeah. Just what we've always, talked about, just the development of my game and being sharp every night.
And Jack, how at this point of the season, with you guys not getting the results that you want, certainly, how important or how difficult is morale going to be when you know you need to win? And I think in many ways you think you're playing pretty well, just not getting the results.
Yeah, it sucks, but it's the nature of the league, I guess.
Thanks.
Any other questions for Jack? Next, we'll go to Jeff Svoboda. Go ahead, Jeff.
Thanks, Todd. Thanks, Jack. Not to belabor the scratch point a little bit, but Cam said that, he's a guy who's been through that before. He's been through it with 3 different coaches, actually, he said. And so he kind of said he talked to you just to kind of keep your morale up and what, how to respond to something like that. Is it good to have teammates like that you can rely on to kind of help you stay centered and get back to where you need to be?
Yeah, it's nice. The team's a team, and the coaches are part of the team. Yeah, but the coaches are the coaches. So as a team, it's nice to have guys that stick together. And in our locker room, it's our world. And I think that this world that we have here and that they've built here is good and supportive for guys in any situation. So just grateful for that.
Yeah, and you get back in Sunday. Just how did you think that you played, and did you feel like it seemed like you and Grigorenko had some chemistry there? Torts kind of talked about it a little bit as well. Did you feel like Sunday was a step in the right direction there?
Yeah, Grigorenko played unbelievable. I think I more so reaped the benefits of him. He was doing everything right, so it was great to play with him. Like I said from the beginning, second team. It's the National Hockey League. There's good players on every line every night. So it was great. It was fun to play with them. Obviously, once again, no result, but it was good.
All right, thanks.
Next, we'll go to Brian Hedger. Go ahead, Hedge.
Hey, Jack. I noticed that, prior to you leaving the lineup there for a game, your faceoff numbers had really started to kind of improve from what they had been at the start. I know you're putting a lot of work into that. What kind of stuff are you doing to improve in the faceoff circle, and what stuff is working for you, do you think, most in that area?
I've talked to, did a lot of searching, a lot of trying to figure out how to become better, asking peers, asking, professionals, best ways to go about it. I think mostly just besides the fact of it being a one-on-one battle and you having to dig in and, obviously there's skill, there's grit, there's, different tactics you can use in the circle. I think a big thing is just rhythm, getting into it, getting, just comfortable and feeling good every time you go into the dot. And so, taking a bunch of them and, being a guy who's out there for big face-offs and taking a lot every night consistently. So, I think it's, for me, it's just been rhythm and just being able to stay in it and stay with it. That's when I've been really feeling my best.
Yeah, it's kind of obviously a game within a game, like you just mentioned, a one-on-one thing. How much do you enjoy that? Do you have to kind of like that one-on-one, game within the game to be good at it?
Yeah, sure. It's an important piece of the game. I'm sure there's some advanced statistics that say, the more face-offs you win, the more you have the puck, the more, well, that's a given. But the more you have the puck, the more you score, the more stuff you generate. It's a very important part of the game, and it's something that, like I said, it's once you get in the rhythm and once you get good, can help you strive.
And last thing for me is just quickly getting back to what you were talking about there about, issues that they want you to work on or whatever, and that what they are. Would you say those were things that you've been trying to strive to improve, before you got here through your NHL career, or just kind of stuff that just kind of lapsed into your game, recently?
Sorry, can you repeat that question?
The things that they want you to work on, to keep yourself in the lineup and those type of things, throughout your NHL career, have those been similar things that you've tried to, work on or that, you've had to kind of fight off, or are those things that just kind of happened, the last month or so?
I don't really know what you're referring to when you say those things.
Well, when we were talking about earlier about staying in the lineup and things that this coaching staff wants you to work on, were those things that were common throughout your NHL career before you got here that you know of?
I mean, do you always are working on something? No player's perfect, and hey, I mean, you got to work on everything that, coach wants you to work on to stay in the lineup and, to be able to play good hockey for your team.
Next, we'll go to Dave Metzold. Go ahead, Metzi.
Thanks, Todd. Hey, Jack. You kind of referenced the strength of the room there and helping you through your own individual stuff. How important is that room's culture right now? After a bad road trip, you guys got to get yourself back up, get ready to play, a tough week of games again. Just describe the culture of the room and getting through a tough week and getting ready to go again.
Yeah. I'm not going to say that everyone in that dressing room is happy right now, because I don't think a lot of guys are. But, it's my fourth year maybe playing, and been in the playoffs all 3 years. So, it's a little bit different for me. Not to say that we're out of it. I think that we're doing a good job of keeping, our heads screwed on and, battling through it. It's just a weird time, and it's a good group. Like I said, it's nice to see the guys come to the rink with positive attitude every day, and really try to build each other up. And I think that our bench talk could be a little bit better, but I think that it's overall been a good vibe.
Well, and you mentioned guys are obviously unhappy with the trip. Maybe a little anger and a little edge might help you through here, right? And come out playing the right way.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you definitely can take that energy, that motivation from getting slapped around a little bit on that last road trip. So come home for 4 games, got something to prove.